Hi, I'm Michelle Brass, and I help women lead healthier, happier lives so that we can create a happier and healthier world. So, this week I want to talk to you about the concept of cooking once and eating 2 or 3 times. So, when I work with clients on upgrading their diet and increasing their energy, one of the biggest things that comes up as a barrier is the amount of time that we might have to spend in the kitchen. And so, a lot of people who are coming from a background of takeout or quick and easy meals from the freezer right into the oven struggle sometimes with cooking a little bit more. So it's a myth that you have to spend all of your time in the kitchen to eat healthy, but you do have to spend some time in the kitchen. I'm not going to lie to you, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We do need to get comfortable in the kitchen. However, we don't need to be in there all the time. You know, we're busy, we have jobs and families and events that we go to and responsibilities in our lives. So I get it. So one of the things that we can do to increase the amount of healthy food that we're eating without having to cook a lot more is to get this concept. So cook once, eat 2 or 3 times. I know it's really basic and simple. This probably isn't, a newsflash to you, but just try to keep it in mind on a daily or weekly basis. So what does this look like? So it could be that once a week you are cooking big batches of some staple foods. So maybe you have a grain like rice or quinoa that you eat quite a bit or you'd like to eat more of. So you can make a big batch of that at the beginning of the week. Maybe it's on a Sunday or on a Monday night or something. And if you're going to have it for dinner that night, just make a much larger batch than you're going to eat that day. Then that way you can add that into your lunch. You can repurpose it for a dinner the next day. You can do a quick chicken stir fry, which leftover rice is really what you want for that anyway. And so then it's already pre-made. You just have to throw it in a pan with some chicken, crack an egg, put your green onions and your seasonings, and you've got dinner in less than 30 minutes. So that's one way to do that. And again, it's you can eat it cold, you can heat it up, you can throw it in with all sorts of veggies and some protein. Really simple. Make a nice little bowl. You can call it a Buddha bowl. You can heat up some leftover rice, throw in a bunch of veggies, and maybe some chicken or beef or whatever you happen to have on hand, and mix it all together in a bowl, and you've got a nice lunch that is balanced and packed with nutrients. Another thing is if you're cooking any kind of super chili, make a huge pot. You're already doing it anyway. This way you can make a big batch, double it if you already have a large family, and then just freeze portions of it. So that way if you come home late some night and you're too exhausted to make dinner, instead of calling for a pizza, just dump that frozen bit of soup or chili into a pot and heat that up, and you've got some dinner. Salad is a big one. You don't need to make a salad every time you want to eat salad. Anytime I make salad, I always make enough for at least 3 to 4 meals for myself. So I take a big head of lettuce and I rip the whole thing up. I'll take a whole cucumber, I'll take a pepper, whatever it is that I'm going to put in my salad. I throw that into a salad spinner, which is a really nice addition to your kitchen when you're starting out. And so I wash all the veggies, I put all of it in a bowl. I wash it all at once after they're chopped, and then I spin it so all the water comes out. And then I just leave it in the salad spinner in the fridge so that I can just grab handfuls of it when I need my lunch. So then the next day I throw it on my plate with some chicken or whatever the protein, if I'm having some salmon maybe with it. And it's quick and easy, and I'm working from home and I'm running a business. And so I don't want to be in the kitchen all afternoon. I've got stuff to do. So then that way I just go into the fridge, throw the salad on a plate, throw the chicken on a plate because I've got some leftover chicken because I cooked it the day before and it's ready to go, and I've got lunch in 10 minutes that keeps me energized and helps me power through the afternoon without having to spend extra time in the kitchen. So that's another one. I mentioned chicken. If you're going to roast a chicken, roast two. If you've got the room in a roasting pan or in your oven, try to do that. If you're doing a beef roast, or if you have some wild meat, when we do elk roasts here, we pop 2, sometimes 3 in the roaster depending on what we're expecting for the week. And then that way we eat it that night. And then we've got some protein that's really easy for sandwiches. You can slice it into sandwich meat. I will chop it up and throw it on my salad. Again, if you have leftover rice, then you've got your leftover rice, you've got some meat, boil up some veggies, or if you've got some left over, heat that up with some seasonings or some butter, whatever you like, and you've got a really quick and easy meal. So this is helpful if you've got kids in the house that they can grab and go, you've got healthy snacks ready to go, do that. So again, the concept of cook once, eat 2 or 3 times, keep that in mind, and just try it this week with one dish. Maybe it's rice, or maybe you're just going to throw in an extra roast, and just see how that works for you. Let me know, but just keep that concept in mind. Make it a mantra. Cook once, eat twice, 2 or 3 times, and that will really cut your kitchen time in half, and that's going to have healthy food that's readily available for you. So it will cut down on those excuses, and you'll be able to add that into your diet with little trouble and without all of that extra effort. Okay, so let me know what you've done this week to incorporate this into your diet, and let me know if it works for you. And I'm excited to hear from you. I'm here to support you, so let me know. So if you found this helpful, share it with your friends, and don't forget to sign up for email updates so that you can get the best and latest tips on living a happier, healthier life. Thanks so much, and we'll talk next week. Take care and talk soon. Bye-bye.